God damn it, Magma!
Well, well, where do you think you're going?
Mai and I are leaving. What of it?
Oh, well, you can. I got a call from my grandmother, and she says she's having health issues, so she has to stay. I didn't ask what they were. You wouldn't want to be caught fainting on my shift again, but it must be pretty bad if she called.
He's doing the eye
I mean-
glowy thing!
What I meant to say was, I didn't ask where they were. Wouldn't want to be caught fainting on my shift again. But it must be pretty bad if she's cold.
Mai's an adult. Her grandmother can't keep her here. Let's go.
No, you don't understand. You're not going anywhere.
Really? Use via. Oh!
No!
Exit.
Yeah. Shall we?
Do we have to use violence? There must be another way, surely.
I mean...
The Master of Time. And unlocking.
Does that mean shoot him?
Can we talk to one of these dickheads?
Maybe.
I don't want to hurt Megara. I mean, he's a douche, but I don't want to hurt Megara. Go away, no visitors! Okay, alright then.
I don't know if we've got much of a choice, man.
Oh, we're gonna have to
Oh, the crow, maybe. Maybe if you,
chuck a
take
dead
him
crow
with
at him.
Yeah, he might just F off. Pick it up!
Ugh, good thing I'm wearing gloves. This is better work. Good idea. Let's go and chuck a dead crow in his face. Oh yeah, because you remember in the first bit where he was like, "Oh, I don't want to get blood on me."
He's being a huge pussy.
OMG.
OMG.
OMG! I told you how I don't like about the blood and the blood's not really about there, you see. The germs and okay, I'm dizzy. I'm a little dizzy. Just going to
Die?
He just finished his feet.
Sure looks like it. He'll be fine. Let's get a move on.
No, just leave him there.
Lol. Yeah. We're going back to Athakusa.
Chill.
Athakusa!
Hey!
Time to go and check the dojo. Let's run it. Do you have any more ball for me?
I forgot what voice I gave this guy. Miss, can you see a glimmer in your eye that tells me you have a hunger? A hunger for a second order of my nationwide famous balls.
Takoyaki! Who? Me? Well, why wouldn't I? It was amazing.
Yup. The struggle is real. You think I don't sit here in the presence of my own creations and not want a taste of balls?
Oh.
No, of course I do. Balls are delicious, but the extra time and effort means I don't have as many on my hands. I don't have any balls in my hands, and have to limit myself to one ball per customer.
Whoa. But I'm your only customer. Come on, just one more ball. One more taste of your balls. Come
Sorry,
on.
no can do. There's a reason I'm up in a quiet spot like this. Otherwise, I'd sell out of balls in minutes.
Well, let me know if you change your mind and you want to give me some balls. You want to put your balls in my mouth. Let me know.
Sorry.
Okay? Just let me know. I'll be around. I can come back
Peace.
anytime. Anytime.
You're gross. Get away from me.
We are in the dojo.
Do you want to take over this dude? Because I'm clearly going to have to do my for like 5 hours.
You were doing like a... Maya, what are you doing here? Did she make you come?
It's not like that, Takashi. This is my idea. I asked her to go talk to you, but you sent her away.
This woman almost got you killed. You expect me to cooperate with her? Surely if you needed to talk to me, you could come yourself.
No, if I came alone, you'd just evade all my questions like you always do. Besides, there's something I need you to see.
See? What are you talking about? Where did you get that, Nani? Put it away!
So you still know what it is. I knew you were hiding something from me.
That's not true. I wasn't hiding it. It's not something you ever needed to know about. Besides, why is she carrying it in the first place?
Wait, don't exchange the subject. Don't change the subject. This isn't about you, dear.
I understand you're upset with me, but we should talk about this another time. Furthermore, that mask had nothing to do with you. You're wrong. Back in April when Mai was held at knife point by another girl, it was this mark that she was looking for. It was this bag of chicken that she was looking for! A mask your family is connected to. Looking for it. I suppose I've been a fool to think I could keep the truth of our family's past from you.
Past? This does this have to do with Mom and Dad?
Yes, and so much more. I first saw that mask when I was a child, before you were born. The truth is, it belonged to a cult called the Kamen-kai, of which our parents were members. A cult? You're kidding? How'd your parents get mixed up in that? I know how it sounds. I find it hard to believe myself. It was a group led by a guru named Tomikabata, who was promised a simple life away from the hypocrisy and falseness of city life. Our parents both had master's degrees, and my mother was on her way to earning her PhD. They chose to give up their lives and careers to follow this mystic and live at the compound. The Kamen-kai was one of many such groups back then. I was a child, and I didn't understand, but when I think about how our parents were deceived and what they put me and Mai through, it's unforgivable. The mask was at the compound, but why they had it or what they believed they could do, I don't know. Do you think there are any members of the Kamen-kai left who know? No. You see, there are no surviving members. They died, all of them, including our parents. I'm sorry, I don't remember much about it. One night, Grandma came into the room when we were sleeping, saying we had to go. The compound was in the woods, so it was dark and I could barely see, but she kept charging forward with Mai in her arms, and me trailing behind.
It's me, Mai!
Once we were back in Tokyo several days later, Grandma told me our parents were dead. She didn't seem sad. It was as if she expected it. The government censored much of what happened, so I was never able to learn how they died. Me and Grandma didn't speak about it, ignoring it as if my childhood and everything that happened in those woods was all a bad dream. If it wasn't for her, we'd probably be dead with our parents, but ignoring what happened couldn't erase the anger I felt towards them. I wondered if they even cared what might happen to us. As a high schooler, I spent more time trying to find out about the Kamen-kai than I did studying. I thought that if I could understand why my parents willingly gave up their lives and abandoned us, I'd stop feeling so betrayed. But I was wrong. Nothing I found gave me any peace.
Mom and Dad died while punishing code. I can't believe it.
It's true. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. I guess that in hiding it from you, I was able to hide away my feelings as well.
You're an asset, Takashi.
I think for Grandma it was too painful to talk about. I believe she took possession of the shrine in order to live a simpler life. We had to keep it secret. There's no way we could live normal lives with the stigma of the Kamen-kai attached to us. I suppose keeping that secret hurt us both dearly. For me, pursuing kendo gave me some measure of control over my life again. But Grandma, who made a choice to leave her only daughter behind, she always seemed to carry the guilt of it with her. She started going out at night, babbling about how she was looking for Mom. When she'd come home, she would have a rotten stink on her clothes.
She'd been with Goto.
I was too scared to confront her, so I tipped off the police. They found her wandering in the sewers holding nothing but a picture of Goto, Nothing but the mask, the same one from the cult compound all those years before, and the one you hold now. I was shocked when they gave it to me. I hadn't seen it for so long, and all the unpleasant memories from my past came flooding back. That was when I decided to leave Kamakura. It was the only way I could move forward with my life.
That doesn't account for how the mask ended up with your grandmother in the first place.
I don't know how she got it. It seemingly appeared out of thin air. Or maybe someone gave it to her. She never said. I left the mask with her. It always made me uneasy. It had a strange aura about it.
Wait, Grandma was looking for Mom in the sewers? I don't remember any of this.
You were in the dorms at school at the time. Grandma's strange behavior was part of why I insisted on you going to those private schools away from Kamakura. I couldn't drag you into the madness of our past.
And that was me accidentally pressing the wrong button.
Congratulations.
Congrats! Here are your stats!
We parted ways without ever speaking of it, and she was much better by the time you returned to Kamakura. Detective, what exactly is it you're looking for? Surely our family's history isn't of use to you.
I assume you've heard about what happened to my partner. This mask was there again when he died. It's more than an ornament. I need to know where it came from.
If it's true, then I want to help. Your partner, he seems like a nice person.
No, Mai. You've helped plenty. But I have to do this on my own.
Ito is right. I apologize for not telling you all this sooner, but you can't get involved in something so dangerous. I already thought I lost you that day at the shrine. I wouldn't forgive myself if something happened to you now.
Alright, thank you for finally telling me the truth, Takashi. I'll head back for now. I hope you remember that I'm your sister. I may not remember the same things either, but we're still family. Later, dude.
I'm surprised you remember anything. Thank you for your help, Mai.
Ah! My name's Mai.
You're right, Mai. I'll come visit you soon.
Back up.
It looks like she's gone.
Mai's not here, so there's no need to be coy. No doubt possessing that mask has taken its toll on you.
Even in the brief time I was in contact with it, I felt an immense darkness behind it. I had such strange dreams and saw things I never would have imagined on my own. There was always an unusual air about it that I couldn't stand to be around. Maybe lying to Mai again makes me a hypocrite. All I know is I don't want her getting hurt. But like you said, I don't believe that mask is simply wooden paint, though I doubt anyone else would believe us. No one ever did, except for one man. On this street, there's an old tea shop. Perhaps you saw it on the way in. An old historian named Yasuhisa is there occasionally. He was the only one who ever acknowledged what I said about the mask as truth. If you're looking for information on the mask, he might be the best person to ask. I never pursued the topic with him, but I speak with him occasionally about other topics. His mind is a vault of valuable information.
Hopefully, he can shed some light on what it really is.
I hope so, but please, detective, be careful.
Bye, Takashi.
Fucking sweet.
You got some borrow for me? No? Okay. You sure?
He's run out of balls.
Are you sure? Okay.
Run the fuck out of balls. Let's look at this door.
It's time to go into the tea shop.
Oh. Oh.
Welcome. Come in. Do sit down. No need to be so formal and stand there like a statue. How can I help you?
Are you Yasuhisa? Takashi told me to come and speak with you.
Oh? And how is Mr. Kawana? Kawana. That's a nice word to say. Kawana. Still as prickly as ever, I suppose. I've always found him to be wise beyond his years, and perhaps not by choice. I digress. My apologies. It's the quirks that come with old age. You know, what does Mr. Kawana think I can help you with?
I'm looking into a few things related to the Kamen-kai, the group his family got mixed up in.
Ah, a more difficult question than you might expect. You see, there are two groups that share that name. The first, as you know, is a religious group formed by the Guru, Tokimasa. The second is an ancient order, over 1,000 years old, like me. What's that you're holding there, young beautiful girl?
It's a wooden mask.
Oh.
It's evil. I was told it's related to the Kamen-kai, the newer one, and that you could tell me about it.
Ah, that explains many things, child. The far-off look in your eyes, for one. With beautiful, beautiful eyes. I imagine you have many, many questions.
I was about to say, I bet you have many, many boyfriends.
I bet you have many cute boyfriends. Masks are interesting, are they not? They're meant to be a disguise, and yet a mask cannot lie or contort itself to hide the truth. In that sense, there is a mask that is more truthful than the human feces we hide underneath.
What? You hide poop in your mask, old man?
I love poop. I wonder how you came to be in possession of such an object with a strange, dark history.
I got it from an old hag.
Oh, I know her.
I think it might be related to a missing person, but I don't know anything about it beyond that. Put it away.
But that itself is the essence of history. Layer upon layers of personal connections that are continuously peeled back to their root.
Like an onion.
Like an onion. Relics like the one you hold often take unusual routes to where they end up.
Shut up, cat! He's just under the table, he's just like, just like, shut up!
Mr.
Trying
Wilson.
to play games.
Mr. Wilson.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure you said, like, when you said something about, like, often take unusual routes to where they end up. I thought he said tickle in there some reason. And then while I was like, did he just say tickle? Then the cat sneezed. And then it just all went to shit from there.
I can tickle you.
You ain't tickling me, old man.
Oh.
Relic. If it's from the Kamen-kai cult from the 90s, then I'd hardly call it a relic.
The 90s was fucking rad.
It was a long time ago.
Misguided, but rad. And deceptive though he was, Tokimasa was no fool. In order to gain new followers, he needed to give his cult historical legitimacy. He collected obscure objects and gave them new meaning that he could control in order to manipulate his followers. The mask was what he chose, along with the name of the group that created it. Interesting, isn't it? Stay a while and listen.
Yeah, I guess so. Only I guess I was hoping you could tell me some other things useful about it.
For instance?
What color is it? Like why, now that I'm about to say it out loud, it sounds silly. I'm sorry I bothered you.
Don't be silly. You wonder, for example, why holding the mask seems to take you to another place. Or perhaps, why you can see visions that don't seem real, Why you feel a strong will exerting itself on you, like an old man.
Ew! Ew!
Oh yes, I know all about those things too. I was one young once, you see.
Oh god. Oh god. You're worse than Goto. How could you know about that?
When Tokimasa was in possession of it, he believed it showed him a path to the realm of the gods. A titty bar somewhere. He wrote extensively on the subject. Though unlike most, I don't discount such phenomena as the ravings of a madman, when the phenomena repeats itself. Do you too look into the inky blackness and see familiar shapes in the shadows?
All the time. Not shadows. I see and hear people who are supposed to be dead. I find things I couldn't possibly have found otherwise.
Didn't you just fucking say that?
I don't think so.
Most interesting. Tell me, detective. Oh, apologies. Do you mind if I call you detective?
How do you know I'm a detective? Because it's my Dick Tracy coat, isn't it? Give me away.
It's the huge Dick Tracy coat.
I don't remember telling you I was a detective.
Ha! My mistake. You must forgive me. A slip of the tongue. Into your ear.
Oh.
I believe it was the way you carried yourself. Determined investigators such as yourself have a sense of purpose in their mannerisms, you see. And you too seem rather determined to get to the bottom of whatever it is you're chasing. Tell me, does me telling you that your experiences are an illusion provide you with any level of comfort?
I can tell that you're determined to get to my bottom. I'm not sure, but I do feel something. Maybe hope? It's like I finally got a foothold on solid ground.
Ah, yes. Knowledge is the light in dark places, is it not? To think a relic of such importance would end up with a detective. Do you mind if I ask you something?
Oh, God.
Which do you believe? Are our lives controlled by fate? Pre-measured threads that determine our deeds, our wishes, and our ends from the minute we come into existence? Or, conversely, is our thread subject to the chaos inherent in the universe instead? Does it change according to our deeds, and that which happens to us seemingly by accident? Do you believe it is fate or chance that decides our threads of life are cut short, and which are followed?
I think she's very no bullshit. I mean, they're both...
I mean, it's not like... it's...
Fate is kind of preordained, right? And chance is what you make of it yourself.
Just shit happens, and you just bumble along.
Yeah,
Like
I think she'd probably say chance if I'm reading Ito correctly. She would say
I think
fate.
so. I think so too. Yes, of course. Maybe you feel your life has been somewhat out of your control as of late?
Control, huh? To be honest, I don't feel like I've had much of that at all since the mask came to me. You said that the mask was made by the old Kamenkai. Why? Confusing me can't be the purpose it was made for.
Ah, yes. A more complicated answer than you might have wished for. Indeed. It should come as no surprise that the creation of such a mysterious object is equally enigmatic. Perhaps you could do me a favor. Don't worry. It is in relation to this very topic. Take off your pants.
What?
I mean, an unimportant book has gone missing from my shop. If you could retrieve it for me, I feel it could shed a great deal of light on the subject.
What kind of book?
A book of the missing variety. I'm sorry, I jest. It concerns the Mask Bearer.
Mask Bearer. That's me, right?
Although you carry it, that does not make you its bearer. All will become clear when the book is returned to me.
Sounds easy enough. Where can I start looking?
Oh, you needn't go far. The man who has it is right outside this building, in fact. As I said, it's not much of an errand, but I, of course, cannot leave my shop. Or smoke this cigarette I'm holding.
He's right outside. This won't take long. I'll be right back. Exit.